Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I have 3 announcements. The winners from last week's giveaway, I have a brand new giveaway, and I have a free FL Studio project template for any and all of you to download and use. So firstly, the giveaway winners from last week's giveaway, the 500,000 subscribers headphone giveaway, all of the winners are listed here. I've emailed all of you, so if you haven't got back to me, check your emails. I've still got to post off a few more of those prizes. I also announced the results on Instagram, and I've updated the link on the previous video. This week I also have a brand new giveaway. ImageLine have just released FL Studio 20.7, which is one of the free lifetime updates. There's a whole host of great updates which ImageLine have covered on their own YouTube channel. But to celebrate the launch, they're giving away 3 prizes to members of this community. So either a copy of FL Studio Producer Edition or $200 of ImageLine virtual cash to spend on their store. So whether you have FL Studio or not, or maybe even if you just use a different DAW, this prize should still interest you because they've got some incredible plugins which you can buy. So to enter the giveaway, just follow the steps that I've written in the description of this video, but I want to highlight I'm not gathering any data. This is not for a mailing list or any sort of marketing campaign. None of your data is going to be stored or saved or anything like that, I promise. And finally, something for everyone, whether you win a giveaway or not, I have a new FL Studio project template which I've designed. It's an update to the previous ones I've done. In many ways, this simplifies and streamlines the production elements. It's loaded full of a lot of my own custom drum samples, and honestly, it's so much more streamlined and efficient than my previous versions. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time now showing you where to put the downloaded files, how to load it as a template each time, and also just how to use the template itself. So let's dive right in and take a look. The first step is to download the file from the link that I've included. Now, if the link seems broken, just come back later. I do have a Dropbox Pro business account, but sometimes we get so many thousands of downloads in the same hour and it just crashes everything. So if the link is broken, just leave a comment and I'll fix it. Provided you've downloaded it, it should say in the mix template and go into your downloads folder. First thing to do is just extract all the files. So extract all. It should show the files once they've been extracted. You'll see the FLP, which is called in the mix template, and then a load of drum samples. So go back into your downloads folder and then just copy this entire folder or cut it. So I'm just going to copy it there. To install this as a template that you can select inside FL Studio and not just any random project, I need you to go to this particular file directory here. I think that's what it's called. So what it is this PC, Documents, ImageLine, which is the company that makes FL Studio, then find the FL Studio folder, Projects, Templates. So it's just listed there. I'll give you a second. I'll also write that in the description. And now once we're in this location, we're just going to paste the entire in the mix template folder. So paste. Make sure that you're pasting in the unzipped folder. So now if I navigate to FL Studio, it just takes a second to load up. With FL Studio loaded, you're going to need to go to the top left-hand corner, File, New from Template, and you'll notice that in the mix template is listed right here for you to select. So this little dialog box here just reminds you to change the song info and also to set a project data folder. So the first thing I'm going to need you to do once you've opened it is actually just save this project somewhere else. So go File, Save As, and then save it, give it a name, put it in its own folder on your PC. Once you've done that, you need to pull open the project info and just change a few things. So go to Options and Project Info here, or simply just press F11, and then change the title to the song name and change this to your artist name. And this means that when you export your song, it's going to have the correct name for the song, and also your artist name will be displayed there too. It's a really cool feature. And then the final thing you should do is go to the project folder and just set a custom data folder for the project. So wherever you're going to save your FLP, I would probably suggest setting it to that folder. This means that all your samples and sounds and recordings will be saved to that folder. You're going to know exactly where all of your files and data are. They're not going to be saved in some general user folder somewhere. Actually taking a good look at the template now, if I just press F9 to minimize the mixer, you can see that we've got a very stripped down playlist. I was finding that the old template was too big, too many tracks. So we start out with just some very simple tracks, instruments, bass, drums, vocals, and 2 tracks for recording at the top. And if I open up the channel rack by pressing F6, I've loaded 8 of some of my favorite drum samples in here. So we've got some really good trap samples like kicks and snares. And we've also got some nice lo-fi samples, some kicks and snares again. These are just some very versatile samples, so you can very quickly just start building out beats and rhythms. Just some samples that sort of already sound good from the get-go, so that if you just want to get a rhythm idea or a percussion idea down, it should be nice and simple for you. And if I press F9 to pull the mixer open, all of these are automatically routed to the mixer. And not only are they routed to individual channels, each individual channel is routed to a bus, whether that is all the drums, all the instruments, all the vocals. This just helps give you a lot more control over your project. On the mixer, I've taken care of a lot of the basic organization, but I've also loaded a few plugins there too. So on certain channels, you'll see that I've loaded EQs, delays, reverbs, and I've also got a notebook on each channel. And if you open up the notebook, it gives you an idea of what's on that channel and also some videos of mine to reference if you need more information. So for instance, on the vocal channel, I've loaded some EQs, I've sent it off to reverbs and delays, and then I explain what's going on. So if you open up the notebook, I explain some different frequencies on this EQ so that if you're adjusting them, you maybe know what you're supposed to be listening for. A lot of the feedback I got from my previous template was just that there was a bit too much stuff in it that was a bit too specific, and not everyone was really using a lot of it. So I've really slimmed down the number of channels, the number of preloaded effects and such. So the vocal channel's very simple. One track for your vocals, one track for backing vocals. Both of these are sent to vocal reverbs and delays, and to add more of an effect, you simply just push up the fader on the reverb, push up the fader on the delay. It is as simple as that. If you want to dive into those effect settings, just go to the vocal reverb channel, open up the reverb, and adjust the reverb however you see fit until you get the sound that you like. Still looking at the mixer, you'll notice the metronome is set to track 1. To make sure that it does actually output to track 1, go up to Options, Audio Settings, and make sure that Preview Mixer Track here says 1. I've also set up 2 channels and tracks here for recording. Both are preloaded with an Edison plugin, which is the best way to record in FL Studio. And if you don't know how to use it, you can check out the notebook and just load the videos straight from here and learn how to use that plugin. The idea behind this particular template is that it starts out really simple, so it gives you the maximum number of directions to go with this template. I'm not trying to lock you into a certain style or type of production. For instance, if you want to load an instrument, you can simply press F8, which pulls open your plugins. You could go to a synth classic. Let's just say we're going to use Flex. You could either just drag it straight onto the instrument track or into the channel rack. And then from here, you can assign it to one of the instrument channels on the plugin, and then just create a pattern for it and just get producing just like that. Of course, as your project expands, you're going to need more tracks, so I'd recommend just going into the track down here. Make sure that you have typing keyboard to note turned off up here. So right click, press I, and it'll just insert a new track. You can quickly auto color the whole group by going to the top, right clicking auto color group, and just add in a new track as and when you need it. So I wanted to keep it nice and compact, and it just grows with you as your production does. Same for the mixer. If you run out of tracks here and you need a new track, go over and find an unused track, press Shift, and then scroll wheel on your mouse. It'll just pull the track into where you need it. Now we've got another track with the instruments. Again, just color it and name it appropriately. Or if you don't have a mouse, you can just select a track, press Alt, and then use the left and right arrow keys to move that track wherever you need to on the mixer. It's a pretty simple template, but I know that for a beginner this stuff can be very complicated, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section down below, or join my Discord and ask me over there, or ask any of the members over there. There's also a link to that in the description. So there's a lot of stuff written in the description of this particular video, but just take it one link at a time and it should be okay, and good luck in the new FL Studio giveaway. So I'll see you next time. Bye for now.